Picture this, it's spring of 2024 and you are a Pokemon player who enjoys turbo decks and also pissing your opponent off. And the meta is quite diverse at the time, with the top decks being Charizard, Lost Box, Gardevoir, and Lugia. In short, there are a lot of decks that are running somewhat low HP Pokemon, so the meta does what the meta does, and in comes Future Hands, a beacon of light that can turn those pesky single prizers into double prizers, and can somewhat consistently get up and running by turn 2, even taking a prize card turn 1 quite often if you go second. This just makes sense to you, so you go about putting the deck together, gathering as many SIR Iron Hands EX as you can get your grubby little hands on, and starting to learn the intricacies of this deck. To be honest, it's pretty simple, and you get the hang of this deck pretty quick, placing top 8 at a few cups and even winning a challenge. But then, the dark days come. Late summer is a bit of a Pokemon drought, in anticipation of the World Championships, and this Worlds has something a little bit special up its sleeve. Regidrago. The days of Future Hands being relevant quickly fade into obscurity as Regidrago establishes a dominant hold onto the meta, and Future Hands really wasn't heard of again. That is until a little guy named Budew came around and Regidrago suddenly found itself the one becoming irrelevant. Let me tell you, Future Hands just might be back, and it could be stronger than ever, as with rotation it does not lose a single card, while its main competitor and reason for being kicked out of the meta, Regidrago, will be fully rotated out. Welcome to the channel. If you are new around here, you are now a part of the most prestigious organized group in Pokemon, the Totodile gang. You are a grunt to start out though, sorry. And today we're talking about Future Hands and its potential resurgence in the meta. So, if you didn't know, Future Hands is a deck based around Iron Hands EX, Iron Crown EX, and the single prize Miraidon, and focuses on using Iron Hands' Amp You Very Much attack as often and for as much damage as possible. Now, Amp You Very Much might have a pretty hefty energy requirement, and I know it only hits for 120, but if we can knock out our opponent's Pokemon with this attack, we can take another prize card, and we have ways of boosting that damage. For instance, Iron Crown EX's ability states that each of our future Pokemon, other than Iron Crowns, can hit for an additional 20 damage, and this ability can stack, which means the more crowns you have down, the more damage you're dealing. This, plus the item Future Booster Energy Capsule, allows your future Pokemon to have free retreat and hit for an additional 20 damage, opening up Iron Hands to hit for a potential 220 if you have 4 crowns down and the booster on it. If you're anxious about that substantial energy requirement, worry not. Miraidon is here to save the day and take single prize knockouts if you get a little lucky. Miraidon attacks for a single energy, hits for 40 damage, and allows us to search our deck for 2 basic energies and attach them to our future Pokemon in any way we like. Now, Miraidon is a future Pokemon as well, meaning that 40 damage can quickly be bumped up to 60, 80, or 100 damage if you have the necessary supplies to get the booster or enough Iron Crowns down. For this reason, Future Hands always wants to go second if you win the coin flip, and this is why we run 3 Miraidons to try to make this play happen as much as possible. Now, if your opponent starts with a double prizer but they only have low HP Pokemon on their bench, we do run 1 Iron Bundle, which forces your opponent to push up one of their benched Pokemon, allowing us to take a KO and power up Iron Hands in the same turn, ideally. We also have Electric Generators, which allow us to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and attach up to 2 electric energies from those 5 cards to our benched electric Pokemon. So this is just another way of getting our Iron Hands set up, as we do run 13 electric energies, so there's a good chance that you will hit at least 1. Now, this is an item, so if you get this first turn and you have your Iron Hands down, use it, and use it quickly, because with Budew, there's a chance you won't be able to use it next turn. There's also a tool, Heavy Baton, that we can attach to our powered up Iron Hands, and when it gets knocked out by damage when it's in the active spot, we can move up to 3 of those energies onto our benched Pokemon in any way you like. Now this tool does require that the Pokemon it's attached to have a 4 retreat cost, so in this deck it only works with Iron Hands. This deck is a great mix of Turbo and Funk because of the ability to take extra prize cards, which really can change the way you look at the game. Alright, let's take a look at the Future Hands list that placed in the top 100 for the first time since the Malaysian Championships late last June. Shout out to Ionis Rodrigo Garcia Lopez for piloting this deck to an incredible 83rd place finish at the Mérida Regional Championships. Alright, let's take a look at this list. We are running 4 Iron Hands EX, 4 Iron Crown EX, 3 Miraidons, 1 Iron Bundle, 1 Mew EX, and 1 Fezandipiti. For supporters, we run 4 Arvens, 3 Boss's Orders, 3 Professor's Research, 2 Judges, and 1 Iono. For items, our ace spec is the Prime Catcher. We run 4 Electric Generators, 4 Techno Radars, and 1 Night Stretcher. For tools, we run 4 Future Booster Energy Capsules, and 2 Heavy Batons. For stadiums, we run 2 copies of Lively Stadium. And for energies, we run 13 Electric and 2 Psychic. Alright, let's get into some gameplay. So they won the coin flip. We are just hoping and praying that what just happened was not going to happen. So we get to go first. Yay. Hallelujah. Dang it. Pretty rough starting hand too. We are up against an Evolution deck, which I feel like we got a pretty decent matchup into. I feel all right. Feel all right about this one. Yeah, let's hope we can draw something good off this. That's not okay. That's not what I need. Another Lively Stadium. Cool. No, that's actually what I was secretly hoping for, was to get another Lively Stadium. Oh boy. Oh boy. But alright. Let's see what they got here. Starting out with the old Earthen Vessel. They do have the Eevee that they can evolve just first turn. So if they have any evolution in their hand, I'm sure they're going to be using that here. They probably have a Terra Orb or something. Oh, they're going interesting. They're going with the single prize one that I can take 2 prize cards off of with old Iron Hands. Huh. Okay. Explorer's Guidance. That's a bit of an interesting interesting supporter to play in this deck, because I feel like you're not really trying to discard like that much, you know? I feel like Explorer's Guidance is really good for decks that discard, you know? Destructive Flame's kind of interesting. A Research, ooh. Ooh. No, because I don't want to use my Prime Catcher here. Let's just judge it. That didn't help me much. Like, at all. Alright, whatever. Man. Yeah, I mean, I would have been screwed even if I was going second. I just would have been just kind of fucked. Oh well. There are those games. We are running a turbo deck. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Alright. So now we just need a freaking Electric Generator. It's so funny that they've hit heads twice when Mew does not have an energy to be discarded. Ooh, somebody's honking up a Storm. Probably do actually want to attach it to this one just in case we don't get a freaking future. Okay, we finally got an Iron Crown, but we failed our Jenny. Dude, what? How do we fail our Jenny, bro? How do we fail our Jenny? Okay. Let's go ahead and... Oh, but we already attached for turn. Grr. Okay. We could just take a knockout, or we could hit into the Jolteon so that we can take a knockout next turn. I think that might be the move. Doesn't feel very good, but I think that might be the move. Or not amp. Arm press, and then go into the amp next turn. They only have 2 cards in hand, so hopefully they don't have like anything. That'd be nice. They can free retreat this guy though, so that's a bit annoying. That is definitely a bit annoying. But it'll be on the bench for us even if they don't retreat it. I figure they'll probably just retreat into Flareon, try to Destructive Flame, which would be a good move. Oh, they're not. They might go Flashing Spear. Yeah, so they're just going to hit into me and then let me take 3 prize cards next turn. I'm cool with that. They're just hitting into me for 60. Huh. Alright. Coolio. I don't really think I want to Iono right now. I think we just restart. Call it good. Amp you very much. Then, I mean, I'm curious if they can take a knockout next turn. I don't know. It would have to be... Oh, we got a Jenny. Thank God. I'm not sure. We'll see what they can do here. Because I know they can Destructive Flame and try to discard an energy, which would actually be pretty effective here. That would actually help them out. But if they don't... Oh, wow. And then if they flip tails here... I mean, even if they flip heads, we have this energy here. Okay, yeah. So it'll just be a bit more annoying. We'll have to use this energy on this guy instead of using it on this guy. But still, we're taking the knock. We're taking 2 prize cards right here. Oh, we got an Arven too, so we don't have to. We don't have to judge this turn, which was going to be the plan. But I would rather just Electric Generator again. That'd be nice. Now I am thinking about putting in a Lost Vacuum. I was thinking about it for situations kind of like this where I'm like, ooh, I would actually much rather have the Heavy Baton on my active Iron Hands. I could have gone and gotten that Lost Vacuum with Arven and then taken that off, put the Heavy Baton on, and then I'm more kind of safeguarded, you know. Doesn't matter in this matchup. We are absolutely whooping this player. And that's why I'm like, whenever I see a deck like this, I'm really not too worried about it. Because stuff like this can happen, you know. They're going to be able to delay it for a turn by putting Jolteon up into the active, but it's not going to help him out for too much longer. See if we can actually hit an energy here. Oh, we hit 2! Lucky, lucky! Wow! Okay. It always happens when you don't really need it that badly, you know? Like that, I swear. It always happens when you don't really need the generator. Let's go ahead and grab Techno Radar, grab our Iron Bundle, and end this game right freaking now. This is where Iron Bundle is super, super clutch. Because we don't care what they push up. We just need them to take out their active Pokemon. Prime example right here of why Iron Bundle is the absolute GOAT. Because yeah, we probably would have won next turn, but still, we don't even have to go through that. We can just be like, Iron Bundle, push up something else, that is game. So, that was kind of a good first game. That was a good first game showing you Iron Hands' potential here. That was a beautiful run. Beautiful. Okay. I just played a game that will not be going into the video, but it's a game that I would have won if the app wasn't completely broken. We're going to be able to power up this Iron Hands here. It's all just going to be on when can we get a frickin' boss's orders to end this game. Like that's going to be the... It's going to be the main thing. Oh! I forgot. Heavy Baton doesn't work. If I'm playing another... Okay, I was like, if I'm playing another Evolution deck, I'm quitting. Yeah, I was playing a Sylveon deck, and I would have won if Heavy Baton could be used. But with the new update, you can't use Heavy Baton. You just can't. Your Pokemon gets knocked out, and then it doesn't give you the option to actually move the energies from that Pokemon down to your bench. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to play today without the use of one of, like, I don't know, arguably one of the more important cards in this deck, which is Heavy Baton. So, I'm a little pissed if you can't tell, but we're moving on. Let's film a round that might actually, I don't know, work or something. Some crazy idea, I know, it's crazy. Why would you make an app that works when you can make one that doesn't, like, at all? Because that's so much more fun, you know? Anyways. Alright, I think we get rid of the stadium here for now. We could, I don't know. So the plan is we're going to go get Miraidon and an Iron Crown. No, oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Iron Bundle and Miraidon. That's what we're going for. Because I'm more confident that we can get another Crown down. If you know what I'm saying. Another Crown down by next turn to one-hit KO Mimikyu. You know? Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. Let's take out Pidgey. Make it so that they cannot get Pidgeot down next turn. Which it will. That's always, like, -- priority. Playing against a Pidgeot deck. Okay, this time we only prized 1, 2. Okay, we only prized 2 of our Lightning Energies this time. Had to do the math real quick, you know. That's an improvement. Sometimes you be prizing an insane amount of Electric Energies. Hey, we got an Iron Hands. Cool. Guess that doesn't really matter right now. Doesn't matter. They need to get a Pokemon down. And here's where, well, see, but I would have loved to knock Messagoza, you know. That would have been cool. But I can't give them that extra HP right now. Oh, Tails. If they don't get another Pokemon down, that's game. What is that? Okay. Tails. Let's go. Why are you running this supporter? Flip a coin. That's game. Flip a coin. If heads, draw 8 cards. If tails, draw 3 cards. Bro, what? What is that? What is that? Oh my god. That's too good. That's game. That's game, old pal. Oh my goodness. This is another reason why I absolutely love Future Hands, is Miraidon can take out Mimikyu. It's just so nice. So nice. That was a quick one. Let's do one more. let's do one more after that. But that was a good example of, like, dude, if your opponent doesn't get going quick, you can end the game really fast, which is pretty cool. Give me a head. Let's go. Alright. Going second, baby. Always going second, baby. Give me a Miraidon, an Energy, and an Iron Hands. That is close enough. That is close enough. Because we can Arven for a Techno Radar, attach the Future Booster, attach the Energy to Miraidon. We're good with that. It's never ideal when you start with Iron Hands and you have to attach that Future Booster to that one. Honestly, because we have 2 Iron Hands here, okay, we'll see what we draw. But there is an argument to be had that putting down the other Iron Hands might be better, because then you can attach a Heavy Baton to that. You know? We'll see. We'll see what they all get down and everything. Because if they only put Manaphy down, that... Okay, never mind. We are zooming. to try to get everything we need here, which I think we have, if I'm not mistaken. Let me do the math. 40, 60, 70. Yeah, that's it. That's game. Cool. Another quick one for you guys. These are my favorite types of games, though. Like, it's just quick. It's quick. You go boom, boom, boom. You go boom. You go boom, boom, boom. You go boom. And that is game. Just like that. Just like that. Peak Excel. I'm going to go with no energies. Yep. I don't want to make anything any longer than we have to. All right, that's another quick game. Let's get one more game in. That might actually last longer than a turn. Which again, I'm not complaining, okay? I love quick wins. Quick wins are the best wins because you don't have to worry about them. We would have beat him anyways. That was Festival lead. Okay. We are trying this again. We're trying to get a bit of a longer match here. Let's see. Last multiple matches have ended in the first 2 turns. And while that's great, I want one that lasts a little bit longer to show you guys what kind of a long game format looks like past that first one. What are we up against here? Charizard V? Charizard V-Star? Huh? We got a great start here, though. My goodness. Fantastic start. I'm thinking, okay. I was like, if they didn't buddy, oh, they did buddy for just one Pidgey, though. I might still boss up that Pidgey and take it out. Another Techno Radar! Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, this hand is absolutely cracked. This is crazy. This is crazy. Can we Jenny? Nah, I was like, if we could hit 2 off that would have been unreal. But we can't. The hand is not that good, you know. But I do think bossing up and KOing the Pidgey would be better. I'm a fan of that, personally. Oh. Do we just get another Iron Crown, or do we get another Iron Hands? Let's get another Iron Crown. Put those both down. We'll restart just in case. No, because we're going to want to take out the Pidgey anyways. So we'll do that, and then we'll restart. Whoa. Okay. Alright, I guess. That's an interesting couple of cards to draw there. Alright, so we already have a lot of energies out of the deck. Partially because we just drew 3 of them. But we have 1 energy there. We got 4 out on the field right now. 1 in hand. 6 left in deck. Oh god, math. So we prize like 2 or 3. Prize 2 or 3. Man, honestly, getting all those energies kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Because now we can't restart. And we don't have enough energies to attach and retreat. So we're going to need to draw Arven or a future booster or Prime Catcher here. Well, I guess not Prime Catcher because they're probably going to be Budewing us right here. Another Peak Acceleration is not the worst thing in the world. You know, we could at least like throw a Psychic on an Iron Crown and an Electric on Iron Hands and call that a day. But I'm curious to see what their plan is here. I guess we'll see if they have enough to actually get a Charizard out. But yeah, starting with the Charizard V is so interesting. They're not even itchy pollinating us? We drew the future booster! Oh my god, so it wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered. Let's go! Let's go! It's a bit of a bummer that we're not going to get another Iron Hands down. But we at least have Miraidon. They're giving me like the question. Oh, it might not have let them do anything. that would suck. It might not have let them like play anything. Knowing the app, I'm like, it's not out of it's not out of the ordinary. It happened to me just a few games back where it doesn't let you do what you want to do. This is just gonna be another quick game though. I don't know if this is even gonna make the video. I did ask to play against Charizard, but I meant the regular Charizard, not Charizard V. With Magma Basin, oh no. I think this is probably a beginner trying to put together a Charizard deck with Friends in Paldea. Just if you ever see a Friends in blank supporter card, unfortunately it does mean that your opponent is kind of a beginner. Because drawing 3 cards as a supporter, it's not enough. It just isn't enough. That's such a terrible supporter. Oh, buddy, no. The Pokemon Go Charizard? Oh, buddy. I feel so bad for this kid. We're gonna be just absolutely demolishing him here. And there's pretty much nothing they can do. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Go ahead and end your turn there, bud. I don't think there's anything else you can do. The Burn Brightly ability. It's just not good. It's just a very bad deck. Yeah. Let's do one more. Of course, I finally get a good go. And then my opponent can't do shit. But at least we're raising it up the ladder a little bit, so. Oh. Huh? Okay. Well, I was going to try to film another match, but, as y'all can see, Pokemon does not want me to, so it's a bit anticlimactic, but that will be the end of the gameplay section. Section. That'll be the end of the gameplay section. Thanks, Pokemon. Love you. You're an ass. This deck has a ton of potential against all of these Stage 2 decks and decks like Gardevoir that utilize single prize attackers. If I had a nickel for every time I went from Cloth Electrode to Future Hands, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice, right? Especially post-rotation, I think this deck could find itself in a really nice spot in the meta, competing pretty well with the lower HP basic EX decks, and also being able to compete with the Stage 2 decks because of how much Gust it has. Future Hands is actually a pretty decent matchup into Dragapult as well, especially if you get a quick setup and you get to go second. With Budew in the meta, a lot of decks that previously were trying to go first are now trying to go second. So if you have any items in your hand in the first turn, whether you're going first or second, use those items if you can, because there's a good chance you will not be able to later. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. While Budew is the only reason that Future Hands can even exist in this meta right now, it's also a bit annoying because we used to be able to count on going second a lot more consistently even if you lost the coin toss, but now a lot more people are trying to go second. These are my thoughts on Future Hands. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it and if this deck can come back into the meta. At this point, I'm like pretty sure that I'm going to be playing Future Hands to the Vancouver Regionals, so just wish me luck because I am going to need a lot of it. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a little like and subscribe, and if you really enjoyed it, you can even hit the notification bell and be notified every time I post videos or go live. By the way, I stream every Tuesday and Friday at 6, so drop it down in the comments what deck you want to see me play on stream. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so freaking much. I love you so much, my sweet, beautiful Totodile gang. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.